Good afternoon, badass artists. I am Mia Luyando. We are here today. We are working from the book Celestia. I have a copy of it over here. If you haven't already grabbed one of these, I will put a link in the description where you can pick one up on Amazon. Today, we are going to work with a few different mediums. The main one is paint. And I have this flesh tone set that I chose for today. I just want to see how it works on this paper. This is some cardstock that I ordered from Amazon. I ordered white and they sent me ivory, but I've decided to keep it and see how I like it. So far, so good. One thing I wanted to mention is prepping your paint when you're using cake paint like this. And what I do, I have like this little syringe and I fill it full of water and I'll put a couple of drops of water in each color and it sort of activates the paint. That way you don't have to sit there, swirling your paintbrush in it over and over again. And it gives you like a little bit thicker paint to work with. It's like it's ready to go. So that's what I do. I put a few little drops in each pan. And it doesn't take it long to activate. You can use a spray nozzle, like a little sprayer too, if you have one. You can pick them up at the dollar store. I didn't have one handy. Let me fill up again. Now, I'm not going to be using all these colors, but it's been so long since I've activated them. Oh, I'm just like determined to get a whole bunch in that one. Every once in a while I like to activate them just, so they don't get dried out. They're always going to come back to life with water. They're watercolors, that's what they do. But anyway, it doesn't take long for it to work. I'm going to set these over to the side. I'm using my regular mop brush. It is a size 1. We have talked about sizes before. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this paint and I am going to see if I like this. I don't want a huge amount of water. I kind of want it to go on sort of opaque. And I'm also kind of curious to see how it interacts with the ink from the inkjet printer. I printed this off. I'm just giving her a nice little base coat. Don't worry, the paper's going to turn dark underneath. It's wet. So, don't think that you've ruined your painting if it looks dark all of a sudden. Just remember it's wet. It has to dry. So I'm just adding this color all over her face area, kind of up into her little tiara. It goes a long way. But you can see it really covers good, and I'm thankful it hasn't really interacted with the inkjet ink. One thing about paint is you don't really have to worry about streaks. You can always go back over and reactivate it. Smooth those lines right out. And let's go to her body. Most of this we're gonna go over with some fine details with some pencils. So do the best you can. Don't worry if you kind of go over the jewelry looking places. This is kind of a gauzy dress, so her skin just sort of peeks through here and there. Now my plan is to do her wings with these Gamsai opalescent paints. I've had them for a while and I haven't used them in a long time. We've got 6 different colors, and I think they put the colors, here they are: opal, pink, copper, gold, green, blue, and violet. And depending on our mood and how things are going, I think we're going to paint her wings with that. Now, I am not happy with the way this is going over her chin, so I'm going to kind of smooth that out. Now I'm going to contour her with a darker shade. And don't get scared, it goes on dark, but it smooths out. I think I just lost my light. My battery died, but that's okay too. We're still doing okay. We're just kind of bringing this color in, warming her up. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I know it looks scary. It goes on and it's so dark and it's so intimidating. But remember, it's water-based, and the more water you add to it, the lighter it gets. And that's how you control it. You're like, oh gosh, I'm stuck with this big blob, but you're really not. You just add some more water and tone it down. It's just, you know, it's just paper and paint. You're in charge and you can do it. I believe in you. See how that blob just kind of turned into a nice contour color. We're going to add some more actually for her little cheek. And her eyelid. actually leave that a little darker. Okay. Now we need to let this dry, but there is a cute pink in this flesh tone that I want to paint her hair. So while her face is drying, we're going to work on her hair. It's kind of a strawberry color. Remember, we can always go back in with pencils to put in details and that kind of thing. And we can just kind of go around her hair accessories. And go back and get her ear. I always forget. I'm glad I noticed it. You guys know I'll forget an ear. I like the way this is coming out. I like this color. It's like a warm pink, and I like that. Trying to remember how far down this comes. I think it's about right here. My print was just a little bit too bright. Oh well, it's like that now. And remember, you can always dab on your paper towel to get some excess water out if you feel like you've got it too saturated. And the colors are very forgiving here because, you know, you don't have to get every tiny little strand. Your eye will fill a lot in. And I think I'm going to put just a little bit of a darker, this is just a little bit darker, not much, on the top. Cool, okay. So now we'll work on, I'm still using the same flesh tone set. It's by Angora, and I'll link that as well. It has a coppery golden color in it, and I'm going to use that for her arm and head accoutrement. All of her little accessories here because it looks gold. And since we are painting this time, this is a golden color, and we can get a lot done with just one pass. And let the grayscale kind of work for us. And it kind of looks like her little dress. Just sort of shoots off in different directions. We'll make sure we get that center piece very gold. Trying to just get it evened out here. And it just kind of simplifies it. You don't have to go in and do a lot of little detail work. Just sort of go over it like that. And voila, there you go. I'm going to do the same thing with her hair accessories. It's funny how one color can make gold so easily just by adding a little bit more color to some areas and then whitewashing them out with water. Oops, I got a little in the hair. That's okay. And just fill the areas in with confidence. Now there's a color that's a bit darker. It's still gold. That is the color that I'm going to make these center stones, almost like a topaz color. And I already got this part in that color. Just kind of deepen it up a little bit. Looks like I missed a little piece of hair over here. And I did miss those ears, didn't I? Now all of this, you know, takes time to dry. But we're kind of speeding along, rushing it for the sake of time. We're gonna make the jewelry coming down out of her hair gold as well. Now I'm going to go back in with that darker pink color and just barely, well, maybe a little more than that, cover her lips. And if you get out of the line, just clean your brush. Go with just plain water and just kind of erase it away. We might have to touch it up again a little bit after it dries, but we're gonna let it sit there for now. We're gonna give her just brown eyes. We're not gonna get too fancy. And now I am going to close this up and set aside. Remember, it's still wet in there. Those drops are still activated. So make sure you put it somewhere safe so it can dry back out. Now I'm going to get out this Gamsai paint so we can have a look at her wings. They don't make it easy to get into if your hands aren't in great shape. Okay, they all kind of look the same, but when you turn them in the light, you can see that they're different colors. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to activate it. Let me get some water here. And the color that I think I'm going to be using is Opal Copper. And I'm going to try Opal Gold. And we'll do Opal Pink. I'm not using all of them, so there's no need for me to activate all of them. Let me get this box out of the way. So I'm letting those sit. You can kind of see the water in there. I'm going to let those sit and activate for just a second. I want to give her some kind of coppery, golden, soft, iridescent wings, and I really hope it shows up on camera. Like that. Her lips really bled a lot when I put it down on this paper, but we'll still be able to fix it. It's like a little eraser. It's just a brush with clean water on it. And you just sort of take away what you don't want. It's just damp. It's not really wet. Smooth it out. Okay, so I'm going to go into this Opal Copper color. I'm kind of loading my brush up, but I don't think I need that much. And I'm going to start over here. If you're right-handed, go from this way to this way. And if you're left-handed, go from this way to this way. That way you don't drag your hand through the paint. And I've probably said that before, but it's always good to have a reminder. The paint underneath my hand feels pretty dry. So, and as you can see, can you see? Yes, you can see. It's going on really pretty. I'm going to get it up and move it around in the light in a second so that you can see. It's very iridescent and very pretty and sparkly. Activating that paint beforehand really helps to get it thick and ready to go on and make an impression. This is really, really nice. I hope you guys out there are following along. That you got yourself a snack and something to drink. Got comfy. We are just working away on this little fairy. We dug right in. Now, as soon as I get these painted, I'm going to pick this up and move it around so that you can see the shimmer. And this is only the color Opal Copper. That's the only color that I've used so far. And you can see it a little better on that darker grayscale. It shows up a little better. Okay, let me clean my brush out. Wiggle this around so you can see this. It is so pretty. Can you see it? That shimmery effect. Isn't that the most? I really love this. I think that I will do the background in like a dark brown from the flesh tone colors. I think that will kind of bring everything forward. But which brown do I want? Well, I don't know. She may not need a background. Does she need a background? Let's go ahead and try it. And it doesn't have to be super dark. Or thick. And I didn't do that little thing on the top of her head. It's golden. But I'm gonna paint over it because I didn't do it. And this paper is kind of soaking it in pretty quick, so it's not taking an enormously long time to dry. I think I'm gonna keep going down this way. And feel free to do the background first before the feathers if you're feeling a little nervous about it. That way the iridescence will go over top of the brown if you get a little shaky. It happens. Now I'm going to kind of blend this into her hair, just sort of kind of make it fade away. And the same here, it's a little strong. Just be patient with yourself. You don't have to add a background. You can do a background with markers. You can do a background with pencils. You can do a background with rainbow color pencils. This is just something I was doing for, you know, the sake of quickness for the video. And it doesn't look too bad. It's not my greatest, but I kind of like it. Got kind of a vintage look to it. And I hope that this has been helpful for you. If it has, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. Keep us in the algorithm. That way more people can come join us and learn tips and tricks and hang out and become a badass artist too. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope you will. Well, you'll always know when I put out a new video. I do my best. Try and get them out as often as possible. But I do so appreciate you guys tuning in today and hanging out with me and painting this cute little iridescent winged fairy. I hope you will join me next time, and until then, take care.